way you get there on time. Things just start moving. Let's say a police car just taps you, honks at you and says, just follow me. We all have, it may not be that, but there's these moments that are outside of our own efforts.
That's
what do you credit that to?
That's just divine intervention. That's just the acts of humans, because when you look at it, that same thing could reverse on you where you can be late 3 hours because of traffic. So that same situation is just a moment, like you said, just a moment in where, again, you could have been putting out in the universe the energy to create a space for you. Again, that's what I mean by the energy. Kinetic energy, I believe, is real. So that's just how I believe. Like, if you pray for something.
So when those happen to you, what do you do? Because us believers will say, "Oh, thank God, that's a blessing." What do you say?
You say that, but at the end of the day, we're so programmed to say that. You will still, I might still say that sometimes, but that's not totally what I believe. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
I'm programmed to say that from a child. And again, like I said, that's the thing. People are programmed to believe that. And I do believe there's a higher power, but I believe the higher power is energy, because energy is the source of everything. Like the sun, without the sun's energy, the earth would not, the earth would not be as, it wouldn't move, we wouldn't be here, it wouldn't be sunlight, it wouldn't be energy. So energy is the higher power, and our soul existence is off of science and energy.
Have you ever looked into Scientology?
No, I don't believe.
Do you know anything about what Jay-Z? He has that. There's this. I don't know if it's a religion.
He's a 5%er.
Yeah, 5%. You know anything
Muslim.
about that?
That's Muslim.
I didn't know that was Muslim.
Yeah, that's a Muslim religion. It's a factor of Islam. Like, they have the fruit of Islam, the 5%ers, the Israelites.
Yep.
They have a whole bunch of factors in that. But again, that's what gives one solace, their faith in what they believe in, because sometimes not believing could drive a person crazy.
So let's say you were wrong, and let's say that there is a heaven and hell, and let's say you were sent to hell, and let's also say that if you had a moment once that decision was made, would you be upset? You wouldn't be.
No. And again, I just don't believe that that's a reality.
But you know what I believe? I believe that even though you don't believe there's a heaven and hell, I believe that people like you, even though you don't believe it, if there is a heaven and hell, I believe that people like you will make it to heaven.
Like I said, that's the day of Yom Kamin. So that's not for me to decide. You know what the day of Yom Kamin is, right?
No.
It's the day of judgment. It's just the Muslim stuff. That's all. It's like the day you're supposed to be judged and I guess sent to wherever you be sent. But again, there's good people in this world that'll make the most devout religious person question their faith when, say for instance, the most honorable person gets killed or die, and then they'll say, why, if there's a God, why would they take him? You see what I'm saying? So again, people have their faith when it's conducive to them. Like, you notice a lot of people pray to God in trouble when they're in trouble. A lot of people believe, a lot of people will do a sin and then pray when they get actually caught in the sin. But during the sin, they have no belief in God. You see, if people really believed that, then they wouldn't sell drugs. They wouldn't fornicate before marriage. They wouldn't be adulterers. They wouldn't be murderers. They wouldn't be rapists. They wouldn't be all these type of things if people's faith was solid and 100% committed to the thing they say they so-called believe. And again, I'm never trying to change nobody's mind off of their belief because, again, I know what it's put there for. So be it. But at the end of the day, you asked me a question and I answered it honestly.
Okay. Did you have anything else on jealousy that you wanted to say before we move forward?
I mean, like I said, you have to be careful with people because sometimes it's the person closest to you or the people that you're talking to and telling your secrets, and those be the people that's jealous and carry out that mission to destroy you. Like normally, let me give you another one. The average person who gets killed in their neighborhood. The average person that gets betrayed by someone close to them that knows them. These are facts. Like, it's in a high percentile ratings that the average people who gets murdered in their home neighborhood. The average people who gets double crossed when someone's close to them and knows their personal situations. The average person that gets
identity theft even happens most cases to people that know them. Yeah,
exactly. So
molestation,
right? All of that,
closest. Yep,
exactly. All of that's to someone that knows them. So that's a form of jealousy because, again, you're trying to take something from someone that you hate that they have it, but it's something that you love. You see, when a person robs a person, right, they hate the fact that this person has the money that they want and love so much, but they don't have it. You see what I'm trying to say?
And
that's just bouncing off of the Drake quote that you said when you say it's jealousy is a form of love and hate. It's a form of love and hate, but that doesn't necessarily mean the person loves the person that they're jealous of. And they don't actually have to hate them neither. So, I mean, that's my take on it.
Have you ever been jealous of someone in your life before?
No. I don't know how to be jealous. Like, I'm the type of person that I'm content with the things that I have, and if I want something, I work hard to get it. Like, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by people. There's something wrong with being jealous and envious of people. Like, I've been inspired by people, of course, but jealous and envious, no. I don't, what I seek to obtain for myself. So, therefore, I have total confidence in me as a person to get it. And I will never waste my energy on being jealous and envious of another person when I can use that same energy to focus on how to obtain what it is that I want.
Okay, but there's a fork in the road, though, right? There's a fork in the road. Now you gave us something that we can actually look at. You just said on the other side of jealousy, there's inspiration, right?
Yes.
Which I love. Now,
no,
follow me.
That's I didn't say that was the other side. I said there's nothing wrong with being inspired by a person. that means you can see something that someone has and wants to obtain it without the energy and feelings of being envious of the person.
Okay, so let's talk about that fork in the road right there. Maybe that'll help somebody.
Okay. No,
So
sure.
we buy it. Let's say you buy an Audi, the new Audi. You just bought.
A new BMW.
The new BMW. T-Money just bought the new BMW. I have a choice at that point, right? There's a fork in the road. If I see T-Money with that new BMW, I have a choice. I can either be like, man, yo, this dude, I can either be jealous, or I can look at it and like, damn, yo, he just got that? And I could actually ask him, like, yo, how you get, yo, that joint is dope. Yo, I'm going to get one of those. So there's a choice. So you've never been jealous of somebody before. You say you don't know how to be jealous. But in those moments, could you give me something that you do in those moments? But it has to be something because it's a simple choice. You could easily, instead of being inspired, you could easily be jealous.
Right, but the thing for me is, say for instance, if I see a car, first of all, like, if I see a car, a BMW that one of my friends or family members purchased, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to want it because they have it. So, and if I have a car that's already decent and I like, that's not going to make me want to go out and get a new car because they purchased a new car. See, that's where the envy is coming at, because it's like, oh, a millionaire just went and bought a car. Now I got to go get a car. That's traits of jealousy and envy, because it's like he's doing something better than me, so I have to keep up with him.
See, I like that.
Yeah, that's why I don't know how to be that, because if you copped a new 750 BM,
that's yours. You don't want it. That's
yours.
you. That's
I don't
you.
want it.
Okay.
Exactly. So therefore, now I'm gonna give you an example of inspiration. I could be living in an apartment in Harlem, and you can be my friend, and you can buy a house in New Jersey. Now, instead of me saying that house is whack, why he bought that house and it's a money pit, or he's gonna lose, or it's just wondering why, period, I can say to myself, wow, his house is nice. I like what he did. That was a smart investment. Maybe I should think about getting me a house, because all I'm doing is renting to pay someone else's bills when I can use my own money and pay for something that I will own. You see the difference between being inspired and jealous?
Yeah, of course, but you're a very successful guy right now, and I know you weren't always that way. So
No.
I just want for clarity, because if people know who you are, they know that you're a very successful person. They could be saying, well, of course, that's how he thinks now because he changed, and that's how, he is now.
People that know me will say that's how he always was.
So even when you didn't have much of anything.
I mean, I've always had something.
Yeah, something, but.
I don't look at, see, again, it's the scope that you're looking at things from. If you look at being successful as far as having businesses and money and cars and jewelry and houses and vacations and stuff like that, then you're looking at it from a materialistic point of view. See, me, I've always been successful because I'm in a 25-year marriage. I've been married for 20 years. I've been in a 25-year relationship. I'm only 42 years old. So I've been successful for 25 years because I actually married the woman that I wanted. Like, I had a crush on her, and I met her, and we got married. I have 2 daughters. My daughter's in college. things that I always tell you about, that